Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Monkey Box. This is my series ranking and reviewing every monkey movie ever made. And we've got a fresh one. No, not The Monkey, cause that's a toy and I ain't reviewing no Toy Story. And no, not Monkey Man, cause that's just a guy wearing a monkey mask and nobody wants to watch anything like that. I'm talking about Better Man, the true life story of a monkey who becomes a musician. Unfortunately, despite being one of the better monkey movies I've seen, this film has been a huge financial failure, only raking in $20 million on an insane budget of $110 million. And while the existence of this wonderful art is far more valuable than the $100 million lost by Paramount, I still feel the need to grieve because this movie's failure represents everything that is wrong with society. Better Man severely bombed in America, and I genuinely cannot understand why. The popular sentiment online was something along the lines of, "Why would I want to see a movie about a character I've never heard of?" And I guess that was the general consensus of American audiences. No offense to Captain Forehead or the 178,000 people who agreed with her tweet, but this might be the single most retarded statement I've seen in my entire life. You only want to see movies about characters you've already heard of? Just stab yourself in the eyes! You don't deserve to see movies! The film industry is supposed to be about creativity. But like everything, it's about business, and people vote with their wallet. Dumb fucks like this woman and everyone who liked her tweet are making it clear they will only support movies featuring recognizable IP. Hollywood is overflowing with more dogshit sequels and franchises than ever before. And the quality of movies in general is at an all-time low. And it's because of these complete dipshits! These people with so little brain power that simply evaluating a new idea would short-circuit the handful of their remaining synapses. Heaven forbid you engage with a story you haven't seen before. If deep down in your soul, you don't crave fresh, unique, original experiences, can you even be considered part of the human species? You are lesser than, categorically subhuman, a homunculus missing an essential element of humanity. You are directly responsible for the death of creativity and the endless, repetitive, regurgitative sludge of a culture that we're going to be trapped in for at least a generation. Because society's dumbest and least curious people would rather see Barbie 5 times in theaters than try something new or unique. Because hey, they recognize the name of the toy. Since my IQ is above 40, I am willing to watch a movie about a character I've never heard of before. Especially if it's a monkey. And doubly especially if it's the true story of a talking monkey that becomes a pop star. Honestly, it is kind of shocking that the story never reached America. But then again, I'm a talking monkey and nobody gives a shit about me. This truly is yet another, literally me, monkey movie. So let's dive on in, starting with some monkey hijinks. This is Robbie, the lone monkey in a world of humans. Humanity. All of his suffering on this world has been at the hands of humanity, particularly British children. All he ever wanted was to fit in and live a happy life amongst humanity. But he was cast out and rejected, forced to endure an existence of loneliness and insignificance, all because the human species was incapable of seeing the value in him. Wherever he goes, he doesn't fit in. During a schoolyard pick, he's the last chosen. He volunteers to play goalie, but despite his enthusiasm and confidence, he's a complete failure and ends up doing partial blackface while British children point and laugh at him in a semicircle. So at this point, I'm feeling horrible for this lonely little monkey boy. But then at home, he's bonding with his father while watching Frank Sinatra. And I'm like, yes! Finally! He might be an outcast, but he's not completely alone in the world. At least he's got his dad. But uh-oh. Monkey hijinks ensue when Robbie gets a little too cabaret and knocks the signal from the telly. And the beautiful moment of father-son bonding is ruined.
Fuck it! Now look what you've done.
Sorry, we can sing without it.
It's not the same.
Or we could.
Robert!
It's genuinely upsetting. A brutal whiplash of emotion. From the height of glee as he sings with his father, to getting shouted at with bitter malice due to an error of enthusiasm. Such is life when you are Monkey. But he doesn't let this moment keep him down, and he pursues his interest in entertaining people. So he performs in a school play and accuses the audience of being pedophiles, which they find delightful.
Eyes off my bum!
It soon becomes clear Robbie's dad doesn't care about him, probably because his wife cheated on him with a monkey and gave birth to its bastard son.
My dad. Or at least that's what Mum told us.
So honestly, it's kind of understandable when he hops on a bus and abandons Robbie for the next 6 years. As a teenager, Robbie visits a career counselor who doesn't believe in him, and he steals a couple puffs from his fag. That's British for cigarette. And then instead of signing his signature, he draws a tallywhacker. That's British for penis. Speaking of which, he joins a boy band and they spend 2 years performing exclusively at gay nightclubs. And the monkey voiceover suggests this might have turned him bisexual. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it does dramatically increase a man's risk for contracting AIDS. And no offense, but that's just not a good look for a monkey. After technically raping the daughter of a record label executive by pretending to be a different member of the band and therefore not receiving properly informed consent, the executive's daughter is so impressed by the monkey's imposter penis that she convinces her father to give them a record deal. And Robbie is so excited by this that he slams a door into a woman's face. And then leads a musical number through the streets of England while cutting off traffic and causing car accidents. Crippled by the weight of success and fame, Robbie suffers a bout of monkey depression and gets a little too drunk before a big concert where he awakens from his drunken stupor on stage in front of 5,000 people. But as a true entertainment professional, he jumps right into place and performs for the crowd. And even though the monkey did literally nothing wrong, his mates decide they're tired of his monkey hijinks, and they vote him out of the boy band. He then has a successful solo career, and there's a montage of your typical rock star lifestyle kind of shit. He's snorting cocaine, he's banging groupies, he has a mental breakdown and destroys everything in his house. Not since The Room have I so much enjoyed watching a non-human entity break everything within reach. All in all, this movie showed me a monkey doing a lot of stuff that I've never seen a monkey do before. So in terms of monkey hijinks, I'm giving this one an 8 out of 10. Despite being a true story about a real singing monkey, for some reason the filmmakers decided to use CGI for the main character. I guess the real Robbie is too old to play himself, so he just did the voice, and I guess they digitally de-aged him as Hollywood likes to do. On this show, I severely dock points in the monkey performance category when it's a CGI or a costume monkey, because I think the best monkey movies are the ones featuring real monkey actors. However, this film does deserve some performance credit. There's a lot of cool dancing and some decent singing. And even though the monkey is CGI, it feels like he's really there taking up space in the scene. And he's able to drive home emotional moments that evidently made the Kino Corner cry. So in terms of monkey performance, I give this one a 3 out of 10. This film uses voiceover in a unique way that I enjoyed. They clearly had no fear of breaking the illusion of cinema, and the narration is very much aware that this is a movie and Robbie is talking to the audience. He takes advantage of this and uses the narration to include fun meta moments that you won't see anywhere else. Like when he uses the movie to finally confess to his mother that he failed his final exams in high school.
And I never had to tell her I failed my exams. Until now. Sorry, Mum.
Luckily for Robbie, his mother moved to the United States in 2019, so it's highly unlikely she saw this. The movie has a lot of impressively smooth transitions between scenes or when flashing back through time. As a musical, it utilizes the visual language of music videos, and conveys Robbie's rotten emotions through insane visual metaphors that keep things exciting and heart-wrenching. The best parts of the movie are the scenes when self-doubt creeps in through the form of Robbie's past selves shit-talking him while he performs, calling him worthless and threatening to kill him. These moments escalate throughout the film, culminating in a brutal and badass scene where he's slaughtering his past selves while performing at his biggest concert. Although, to be honest, all the self-hatred and dramatic symbolic imagery at times feels a bit derivative of a couple scenes from BoJack Horseman. But this version has a monkey in it, so it's automatically better. Man. Oh, and in case you were wondering why the movie is called that, it's because he's a monkey, which makes him better than a man. In terms of overall movie quality, I give this one a 9 out of 10, giving it a final score of 20 out of 30, landing it in 4th place on our list. Thank you for watching, folks. Support the show if you feel the love, and I'll see you next time.